Roger, the second and only one of two Queensland greyhounds to win the Cup. The trainer of Roanokee. You, however, are a Tasmanian who lived in Sydney for a while.
Yeah, that's correct, Neil. Yes, I was in Sydney for about 15 years, originally from Tasmania.
Now, Roanokee, how did you come to train him, and how much ability did he show you prior to his commencement of his race career?
Well, he broke in very pedestrian, but after a spell, the penny dropped with him, and yeah, he really could motor. He was a good dog.
He forged quite a reputation and finished third in the Top Gun. A bit unlucky. Do you have any doubts about coming back for the Melbourne Cup?
Never. I should have won the Top Gun for this reason. It rained from the time we kennelled till the time the race was on, and I was told that no dog on the inside could win. It was the most disappointing race I've ever had to go through in my life. About a month or so after that, they moved the sand in a metre underneath the running rail so the water could get away. I think I led that night at the Top Gun and run the fastest first section, but the swoopers got me.
It was an outstanding field in the Cup: Hot Shot, World Title, Wineglass and Lansley Bale. Now, at one stage on the home turn, Lansley Bale looked like he might be the winner. How did you feel at that point?
I thought I was extremely lucky. I think if Lansley Bale hadn't tried to go underneath him, I think he could have won the race. And I stated at the Graham after the race, but with Roanokee, you can't go underneath him, and he stuck to his guns and stayed in on the fence, and we was lucky enough to win the race.
Roger, a person you paid tribute to after the win was one of your former mentors, the late Les Harper. He tried hard to win the Cup. He made the final with Big Pinch and Arcarola. Did his passion for the race rub off on you?
Yes, Les was a fantastic greyhound trainer. For the limited amount of dogs that he used to have, he was only a small backyard trainer, but a terrific man that put a lot of my thinking into racing. Yes, I could say he was one of the main backbones of me being in the racing game.
Roanokee was raced by another great greyhound man in Gary Ralph, and you blokes obviously had a great association.
Yes, we had a terrific association. It's just a shame now that Gary's out of the game and the complex is gone, and yeah, it's a great loss to our game with Gary, because he really put his heart and soul into it, and but that's the way they go.
Roger, he was a success at stud here. He served 60 bitches in Australia, and then was sold to Ireland, and like many other Australians, has been an outstanding success, produced many winners over there in Ireland.
Well, I can't really comment, but I have spoken to a few people since I knew I was going to do this interview, and I think there's two of his dogs that are still in the run down to the English Derby. They have the different races, you know, to come down to it. But no, he's still a potent sire over there, and he's winning. He's throwing his pace into young dogs, and he's also getting stayers, and he's still being patronised, so that says something for him.
Roger, thanks for joining us and to recall a wonderful time in your life as the trainer of the mighty Roanokee.
Yes, I think that's the pinnacle of my life. If anyone can win a Melbourne Cup, that's the pinnacle.
Thanks for joining us, mate.
Thank you very much, Neil.
They're being boxed. Hot Shot in 1, Murderbell Town in 3, Silent Tribute 5, Paparazzi in 7, Wineglass 2, Roanokee Lansley Bale World Title. Last of the greyhounds are being boxed now. Green light on. Lure rolling. All set for the Melbourne Cup. Racing, Hot Shot on the inside, away fast, beginning brilliantly. Silent Tribute in the centre, Roanokee away well. Around the first corner, Roanokee the leader, Silent Tribute second, Lansley Bale to third. Going around the outsiders, World Title followed further back by Wineglass. Right out of it came Murderbell Town, Hot Shot at the rear with Paparazzi. Down the back and Roanokee the leader by 3 to Lansley Bale. Over on the outsiders, World Title and get down to Silent Tribute followed by Wineglass, Murderbell Town. Lansley Bale going after Roanokee, World Title finishing well, they go to the line. Roanokee for Queensland beats Lansley Bale. Third in the races, World Title followed by Silent Tribute. Behind them then came Murderbell Town followed by Paparazzi and Wineglass out to the tail.